Previously on Murphy's Diesel.
A huge stretch, more than 100 miles long, of the westbound lanes between Winslow, Arizona and Ashfork, Arizona is closed tonight.
And this is what we're seeing. Tow trucks after tow trucks and semi-trucks on the back of them. He's actually looks like he's tightening up his chains on the back of his tow truck right here. In video we have of an 8 semi pileup just a few miles west of here on the I-40. Murphy's Towing sent in some pictures. ADOT sent in some pictures. Just a really nasty pileup out there. I mean, think about 8 semi trucks having to bring in enough heavy equipment and tow trucks to remove those. So that is certainly a scary situation.
Yeah, so obviously not a great situation for all those drivers. You can see there is some work being done here. They're hoping by midnight this road's back open. Craig, if you want to come over to me just real quick. This is where one of the semis was earlier, so you can see how deep the snow gets out here in Williams if you're falling off a ditch on the highway.
Welcome back to Murphy's Diesel, folks, where the beer flows like wine and the women instinctively flock like the salmon of Capistrano. I got my main man, Mr. Rod, here with me today. We're fixing to tell you about the 8 truck pileup, because when we're on the job in a situation like that, we just don't have enough time to narrate it with solid gold like normally. So it was a snowy night, and I had my main man, Mr. Rod, with me, and there were wreck trucks everywhere. The snow was falling, snowflakes like that. The roads were icy. Mr. Rod was ready to go. He was like, "Put me in, coach." How did you feel that night when we rolled up the highway the wrong way? And were you like, this party's fixing to get started? Were you?
I felt like it was destiny. I was born to be in that moment.
You look like you were born to be in that moment. Like riding a white stallion into battle. But anyway, enough about you. There we were. We were put there by DPS. We got the call. We had to go. So we jumped in Hellboy. We were in the middle of a off-road recovery right after tearing Hellboy up. So we run up the highway. We didn't know it was an 8 truck pileup. We get on scene. We do a walk around. And right from the get-go, we realized that War Machine is on the opposite side of the pileup. So I go through, I look at the pileup, do a walk around, assess the situation, immediately called Michael and said, "Hey, jump in War Machine." And Michael had been up for, 20 some hours already. He took War Machine, the highway was shut down. He went down the eastbound side, going wrong way, westbound, and came up the westbound side, going eastbound, wrong way, and got War Machine on scene. And we pulled all of our wreckers. DPS asked us to dispatch 6 wreckers over there. And we pulled all of our wreckers down there, and I just started grabbing hold of trucks, pulling them out of the ditches.
way a little bit.
What can we?
This one. Authorize the truck.
So what we try to do is we try to get the highway, we try to get one lane open, get all the trucks on the side of the highway, and then we start getting those trucks hooked up, because you got transmissions falling out, you got engines falling out, everything is just in pieces. Get on the side of the highway, get it out of, and get one lane open for traffic to start funneling through. So what I was doing is I was bringing the trucks down the road about 100 feet, letting one of my wreckers get hooked up to it, and then they take it on back to the yard. And so when you see me dragging these trucks, some of them got locked up brakes. Usually what I do is I'll just release the trailer brakes, leave the tractor locked up, and it'll pull straight, and I'll just drag it down the road, get it out of the way, go back and grab me another one. You can see in the video I lost my voice. We were out there, we worked a wreck the night before. We worked a big rollover. You look below, there'll be a little button to push. It's called Blessed Driver Walks Away. We worked that rollover the night before that. We worked that all, started early in the morning, worked it all day. Next morning we got the call out to go start doing off-road recoveries. You know, that's pretty normal. We do off-road recoveries pretty much all day long this time of year. If we're not building trucks, we're doing off-road recoveries. So the time we were done, all said and done, how many hours was it?
I think it was up in the 30s.
Like 30, 36, 37 hours.
Closer to 30.
And that's 36, 37 hours of no naps, you know, working straight through. So plus I was sick, lost my voice, and you could tell as the day goes on, well, as the multiple days go on, my voice gets dimmer and dimmer and dimmer. Took me a couple weeks to get it back. This was a couple weeks ago. That's the first pile up I ever worked with a winch box. We used the winch boxes off-road a lot, and we used to have a little winch box with just single line pull and you know, one of those little winch boxes, you can buy them online. They're, I mean, garbage compared to what me and Mr. Rod built. So, the brick shit house is what it is. It's a brick shit house with a winch in it. So, if you're interested, hit us up. Maybe we'll build you one.
Maybe.
So, maybe.
A lot of people doubt it. Like we were up to scene and someone's like, that's not gonna work. That ain't gonna work.
Oh yeah, that's one. We actually did a couple of recoveries with Freebird already that haven't came out yet because we pushed this recovery to the beginning. We actually have a video, the introduction of Freebird. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be a good one.
Volvo or Freightliner? What? Like one of those 690?
Kenworth.
That was a Kenworth. Ciao.
Is it running? Yeah.
The very front one.
Tell you one thing about Bailey's is when you're working in sub-zero temperatures, it's lightweight. Those locks on my hooks, the hooks on the end of our cables, that they're locking hooks, you can't get them open in the snow and ice. They're frozen shut. So Bailey synthetic shackles, you can soft shackles. You just slip them through there, hook them up real quick. It's lightweight. You don't have to drag around 1/2-inch chain all night. Plus, I mean, it's not so as cold on your hands. Cold steel, you know. It's like cold steel grabbing cold steel, you know. Like,
Which is quicker than instead of getting a shackle twisted.
yeah, screw pin shackles. You get ice in there, trying to tighten them down. So that was huge for us. That was the first pile up that I worked in a blizzard with Bailey Synthetics, and it really made life easier.
On the ground.
You got a light? Light on.
Well, that thing's a real tinderbox, huh?
Back's busted open too, the front of the trailer.
The back of the trailer is?
No, the front of it.
Oh yeah, I see that. Boy, she's a real tinderbox, huh? Hooking and booking, turning and burning. Recoveries, the footage wasn't great footage, but you know the GoPros. One thing that the problem that we had is we got this call, and I mean we weren't prepared at all. I mean War Machine is always prepared. All of our wreckers are always prepared, but like we come up because Finner was stuck in the rotator, and there was a couple other recoveries. And my guy that was bringing the winch box down was stuck in there. So we actually went up there because we got a call to dispatch all heavies to that mile marker. So we figured we better go check this out, you know. And so we had one GoPro, and the batteries were dead in that GoPro. And luckily, one of my guys, Bodie, comes walking up. We started whipping out our phones, and Bodie comes walking up. He's like, "Hey, my wife sent my GoPro with me today." And I'm like, "You have a GoPro?" "Yeah, give me that freaking GoPro." And he whips out his GoPro, and he had a GoPro and a couple of batteries. And so we fired up his GoPro, and we put the other one inside on a charger. And we just passed the camera around while we were on the recovery. I didn't have a cameraman. Nothing. We just all took turns filming, and also when you're on this scene, for me, I like to run a professional crew. I'm under the gun to get this stuff off the highway. Whether they're rushing me or not, I'm rushing me. I'm rushing my crew. I'm pushing my crew to get this stuff cleared off the highway and get it out of there because you know we hold ourselves at a higher standard, I think, than you know what they hold us. So we're always constantly in a situation like that. It's not like an off-road recovery. Like off-road recoveries, I mean.
Well, even then, the footage I seen, I'm surprised we got that because a lot of times, even when I'm out there, last thing I think about is getting footage. I'm thinking about pulling trucks out, and you know, that's the last thing I think of.
And we're also in between cameramen right now, so we're in the market for a cameraman as we speak. Full-time gig, full benefits, dental, vision, whole 9 yards. So
Emails.
email rick@murphysdiesel.com. Send me an email. So in that situation, we don't get a lot of time to talk. I don't take the time to talk. Every now and then I'll say something, but it's a little bit more serious for me. It's not like intense or anything, but I'm in a hurry. I'm trying to get stuff cleared off, and I'm talking to officers, troopers, and everything, and I'm trying to keep everybody lined out. I'm trying to run my own rotator, and I do still run my own rotator. I could put a guy in it. I don't want to. I enjoy running my rotator. I enjoy the off-road recoveries are real laid back. Honestly, my worst guy can do all of our off-road recoveries. I mean, and by what I say worst guy, I mean my newest, my greenest guy. I could literally have Hot Rod do an off-road recovery by himself.
Hurtful, but
Hot Rod's a welder. That's what he does. He doesn't do off-road recovery.
the best one.
Well, we finally got the highway open. Craig's over there passed out. He's had a rough night. Long night. Those young whippersnappers just can't keep up. But traffic's starting to flow. Slowly but surely. So we got the highway open. We got about 10 trucks out of here, and we got one more car hauler about a half a mile up the road we got to go and get him out. We got about 4 trucks sitting here on the shoulder that we got pulled out of the road, and my guys are hooking up to them and shuttling them back to the yard. Most of them are sleeping at the moment, but because it has been a long night, let me tell you. I've even lost my voice in all the chaos. Probably all the screaming I've been doing. Drake's just gonna sleep through this whole deal. Oh, Sleeping Beauty over there. What's up? Man. He just can't get comfortable. He's like, damn this day cab.
I know.
Tell you what, War Machine can scrape some wrecks off the highway, but it sure is uncomfortable to sit here and wait for traffic to flow. But anyway, we didn't get to do a whole lot of commentary. It's been really hectic. Got a lot going on. Trying to get us to get the highway clear, so there's not a whole lot of time to take, and bless you all with my Murphy's Diesel banter. Stand by for the car hauler recovery coming up next. So some old boy just come barreling down near here, and trailer brake's still locked up, just dragging behind him, and trailer's trying to jackknife while he's going. About sideswiped all my trucks and Bodie and everything else. Tell you what, just about got Western, folks.
Thought it sucked.
We got more work to do.
I gotta take my CDL permit test.
Are you tired? Your eyes say otherwise.
I'm just cold.
Look at those bloodshot eyes. How about you, Arad?
I never get tired.
How you feeling?
Amazing.
Not
Ready for work. I think we're about
I figured
late.
you'd be feeling dangerous.
We got 40 minutes to get to work.
Yeah. Better not be late. All right, so we finally got the number 11th out. Finner's still wrapping one up right here. That makes like 12. So we're out of here.
Thank you. Do us a favor and don't wreck.
War Machine's just sitting there purring like a kitten. Boy, she got rode hard and put up wet last night. Well, she got rode hard, and I'm going to put her up wet right now. So, yeah, it was a pretty good little recovery, huh, boys? We didn't scratch a corner on them 13, 14 bad Larrys, huh? Look at, there's the mountain where we cut the line.
Is it there? No, it's...
No, it is.
It's Signal Hill.
Yeah. We came, we saw, we recovered. Except for Finner. Finner didn't recover. But Finner got recovered. So, Finner didn't make it to the party last night. He was stuck in the ditch in the traffic the whole time. So, I kind of felt bad for the guy, so I gave him that one. Yeah. I think not. What do these assholes want?
What is it?
A Jero? Homie, don't play that.
What's a Jero?
Unless they pay a lot of money. Credit card up front. A Jero? They're the biggest crooks around. They're just a bunch of shysters. Actually, I spoke too soon. We got one more that I forgot about. This is the last one. I don't know about y'all, but I'm sick of looking at recoveries. And I don't get sick of looking at recoveries. You can sure go for an ice cold Topo Chico right about now. But we're gonna get this Bad Jackson out, so stand by. Look at the mountain right now. How's it going? You ready to get out of here? Winter's over. It's time to get out of here. How heavy is that?
It's just signs. It's not as heavy as it looks. There's a bunch of Burger King signs.
What's that?
Burger King signs.
Oh,
Awnings.
I can sure go for some Burger King numbers.
We stay under 26,000. I think the trailer is rated for 14. So it's under that.
Alright. That's gonna be a problem.
doing, sir? Doing all right?
Yeah.
Third time that I broke a chain in that transfer case, and Borg Warner transfer case. And for you folks out there that's gonna beat me up, that it's a Dodge, same transfer case that's in the Chevy 5500, same transfer case that's in the Dodge 5500, same as the F550. So the only difference is the Chevy 5500 is divorced, so doesn't matter. But what I am gonna say is Hellboy is in the shop. Look for Hellboy 2.0. After that, after breaking that chain for the third time and rebuilding that transfer case 3 times, we put it in the shop. I said, I'm not doing this anymore. And, you know, we're going through it right now. I'm not going to tell you what we're putting into it because it's going to be a surprise. And if you want to see, you have to subscribe and you have to like. You don't have to like. You don't. Just subscribe. Subscribe and share.
You can like it too.
But you don't have
Yeah, like it, even if you don't like it. Like, just hit the like button.
I say you have to. Then.
Yeah, and get online, buy some merch, buy some hats,
I feel like
and
what sucks is they don't know the quality of the actual hoodie. Like most people, they have merch, and it's like a Hanes hoodie. But when you guys gave me this hoodie, it was like an actual heavyweight, good quality hoodie. It's like not some Hanes.
For you folks beating us up about these hoodies, these it's not a normal hoodie. They're vented on the sides, okay?
Stretch good, they feel good.
Yeah.
I don't wear just anything, as you can tell.
A bunch of new style hats. We got our Wrecker Rick ropes out. Picked up a new sponsor, Yankum Ropes. They're sponsoring us.
Have you showed them the bag yet? Like, is there a video out before this one of the actual bag?
We're not selling Yankum Ropes though. We're just gonna sell their fair leads. So check it out. It's good stuff. We got our Wrecker Rick ropes in, coming in a nice little carrying bag, double handled. Even got snaps right there to snap the handles together, you know, for your carrying pleasure. Comes with a kinetic rope, two soft shackles, a couple slings, and the slings are, you know, no one else offers those except for Murphy's Diesel. So get yourself a wrecker rig kit. You know, quality merch, quality recovery gear. So.
All right, so that was the last one. We came, we saw, we recovered 15 times or 16 times. How many times was it? You guys do anything? We lost count. It's a lot though. These boys are tired. They got a long day ahead of them still. We got a lot of off-road recoveries and we got a broken Hellboy. It went real well. I did a hell of a job. De Niro did a hell of a job. Heavy T did a hell of a job. Hot Rod did a hell of a job.
As always.
Everybody did a hell of a job. We're on to the next one, or the next 12 or 15, whatever. Oh, Kuboters came in with a win, as well as Bailey's rigging. Couldn't have done it without Bailey's. You stay classy, 13 or 15 tractor trailers wrecked and stuck on I-40 in the blizzard of 2023. All right, let's get out of here, huh? So where were we? Before we got so rudely interrupted by that 10 to 15 truck pileup.
Mild inconvenience. A little detour.
That mild inconvenience.
There's a blinker.
I'll tell you where we were. We were in the middle of destroying Hellboy's transfer case. Hellboy couldn't get the job done. He just couldn't hold himself together long enough to get him out. And he has been performing top notch too, by the way. I don't know what happened. Too much testosterone, I guess. How you boys feel? So we went on the 10 to 15 truck pile up. We just got back from that, actually. It's about noon. We haven't had any sleep. There's people that wave at me. De Niro's hallucinating over here.
There's nobody there.
How there wasn't nobody there, bro. At least he's got a nice cold Topo Chico. It's fresh. How come I didn't get a Topo Chillo? Alright, so we're gonna go get these off-road recoveries out. And so stand by, folks. I don't know if you noticed, but there's a lot more snow out here today than there was yesterday. And I would say it might get western, but there's no way it can get western because we're taking Freebird, and Freebird is a brick shit house. You buckled up, De Niro. Oh, you are. All right.
You losing it?
Huh?
I think we're all seeing things. I just seen 2 coyotes waving at me earlier.
What is it?
spot, get out of the way.
We made it back to the yard. We picked ourselves up a spare recovery. Another recovery.
Yeah. I get it.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
The recovery went real well. We came, we saw, we recovered. How was the ride, boys?
Rough.
It was?
Yeah.
Some hell of bull riders though.
I feel like I have back problems now.
I was gonna say, if you don't feel like if you don't feel like you have back problems, I mean, just watching, I was like, he's gonna have back problems.
I figured.
So I was in an air suspension chair, and I was like, holy shit. And you guys were standing on cold steel.
He's like, let me go faster.
I was mashing on it.
I know.
Sometimes I felt like you went out of the way just to hit a pothole.
Yeah, I seen a big rock, and I was like, oh good, he's gonna miss it. And then like last second, you turn right into it and hit it.
I couldn't see. All you guys had to do is give me a little direction, but is that too much to ask? Apparently.
I was just scared to take my hands off the car.
Couldn't even talk or point.
Our last recovery customer offered us a meat lover's pizza, and
His payment.
Dinero turned it down.
And hot rod.
You turned it down?
Yeah.
I was gonna say yeah, but I didn't know if
Why'd
that.
you say yeah?
Well, I didn't know if it was actual pizza. I thought that was like keyworded for something, like some kind of code. And I was like, nah.
Code for what?
I don't know. We're out in the woods, and he's an old bony man. Who knows?
Right.
He literally had a had a pizza box.
I was just down under his truck, and I hear, "Hey son, you want to meet lovers?" I was like,
We came, we saw, we recovered. We didn't scratch a corner on that Dodge Ram with 28-inch mud grips.
What was that?
My name's Rick, and I like to party.